69. 69. Let me make sure this shit's live and in your face. I don't know why it didn't give me no notification. Oh, it's probably because I'm logged in as us. All right, there it is. It's working. It's working, guys. All right, as soon as Carver is done, like, rooting around in his bag of... It's like Shaggy's bag on whatever, Shaggy and the Creep. Carver has an endless bag of random objects also. We should just do Carver's bag also, just to see what the fuck you got in there every week.
Live and direct.
Y'all would probably be shocked at the kind of random shit that's in his bag.
Well, you know.
Shit. All right, bro.
It beats a satchel.
It does. All right, bro. You ready to go live?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Is it the end of the world? Yes, it is the end of the world. And it's also the beginning of a brand new solid Juggalo world for us all to enjoy.
What's up? Yes, we're here. We're doing it. We're fucking doing it. Yeah. Fuck yeah, bro.
Hi.
Love it. What's up, y'all? This is Deck One Dealt. My name is Kyle, a.k.a. Keezy.
Cover law, y'all. What's going on?
And this is the podcast that is brought to you by Bang Mix Hard Seltzer.
Bang. Oh, yeah. 5%, baby.
So what's cracking it? Well, I mean, what's cracking lacking?
What's crack-a-lacking? What's crackulating?
Yes.
Not much, man. Everything's happy-lating, crackulating the way we want it.
Absolutely, man.
You know how shit goes. You know how shit flies.
Absolutely, man. Check out our cool Barkle Brothers socks right here on display.
Oh, yeah, right there.
And also on display right here.
There's a nice hand coming out of the table holding it right there.
Yeah. So,
Look at that.
So get you some Barkle Brothers merch if you haven't already. It's flying off the shelves. Here, let's chill.
Bada bing. What up, Barkle Brothers? It's rare I get to catch you guys live. Well, thank you.
You know, we are like the Barkle Brothers of the Deck One Dealt universe.
Yeah, we're weird and connected and
Connected at the dick. Believe it or not, we are under this table, connected at the dick.
it's pretty. Only like mine goes like 3/4 of the way to the table, and
Whoa.
he's got the last quarter.
Well, yeah, because mine's like so heavy, it's all wound up on the floor,
It's
and
coiled
like,
up.
and like some of it has to like come. Barely of it needs to come off the floor. You know.
Okay, I got you.
All right, man. Well, nevertheless, man, without any further ado, we got our guest waiting in the wings. We're just gonna hop right to it. We don't have a whole lot of bullshit to get to, right?
Nah, man. No, let's do it.
All right, let's bring in our guest.
Yeah.
And make sure everything's working there. Oh shit! I almost removed him. I didn't know it was gonna do that. Admit.
Removable guests are not permitted.
All right, here he comes. What's up, bro? I can see you. Can you hear and see me? Oh, I don't know if he can hear us.
No.
I can hear you.
Oh,
Can you
yes.
hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, bro. All right, cool. Let me
All right.
let me give you a little
It's
intro.
magic.
All right. Without any further fucking ado, welcome our friend and guest, Rone from Beneath the Dirt podcast. Welcome, friend. Oh, hold on, wait. Not yet.
It's almost there.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yes, he's here.
Yes.
What's poppin', man?
Chilling,
What's
chilling.
populating?
What is up, Rone? How you doing, bro?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
We're good, dude. We're happy you could join us today. I know you're a busy, popular man over there interviewing all kinds of superstars and shit.
I appreciate y'all having me on. This is dope.
Absolutely, man. So, how's it going? How's your day?
I'm good. We're in the middle of a heat wave right now. It's hot as fuck, but
Oh,
we're
yeah.
good. We're in the basement chilling.
Yeah, what part of town or what part of the nation you from?
Boston area.
Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
A lot of fucking great comedians come out of that area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill Burr.
Yes.
Fucking
Louis
Rogan.
C.K.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Boston is like, it's like, East Coast, right? I mean, that's basically considered in the heart of the East Coast, wouldn't it be?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Boston, New York. Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah. So, well, we appreciate you joining us. We, last week we were lucky to get DC Fago guy, and we were like, how can we keep this level of excitement up? And we're like, let's get the other fucking best underground YouTube podcast guy. It's Rone from Beneath Dirt.
Absolutely.
Much fucking love. Yo, you guys, I've been hip to you guys since early when you guys first started. Joker's Gallery was posting about you guys, and y'all put out a top quality product. Like, you're one of the few who take pride and, just ain't putting out some bullshit. So I appreciate the work you guys do.
We appreciate that, man. I mean,
right back at you, man. Feel the same way.
Absolutely. Like, I mean, the level of like just, I imagine you put a lot of time into your show, and I really give you a lot of props for that, because I've never done a podcast that like I've put time into.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I put time like behind the scenes, like graphics and shit, but I'm talking about like when we go on, it's just us bullshitting, so it doesn't really take a whole lot. We just chit chat and just like we normally would and fuck around, so I always appreciate, especially somebody like you who's doing it by themselves, like being able to sit in front of a camera and talk and keep shit tight, cohesive, and entertaining, man. Like, that's a talent itself.
It took a while to get used to talking to myself, talking to my fucking wall right here. It's like, but I feel like I got comfortable with it over time, and yeah, I appreciate all the love, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how long have you been doing your channel? I've never looked at the, when you started.
So the podcast. I started, it'll be 4 years in October, I believe.
Okay.
My first episode was Fearless Fred Fury is pushed back.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So wait, so you do a YouTube show, and just for anyone listening or checking out, what all do you do? Just to make it clear.
I do. So my podcast is on YouTube and every podcast app pretty much you could think of. And I'm on Instagram, Twitter. I'm posting news. I'm posting pretty much whatever I want. I like doing these verses where I put up 2 albums, pick which one's your favorite up on social media. And yeah, I try to be active every single day.
Yeah,
in one way or another.
You post a lot of like I appreciate what you do, because we are casual like underground fans, but very invested in ICP and Psychopathic, obviously. But I appreciate that you're putting a lot of emphasis on the underground, beneath the dirt. That's the whole gimmick. You know what I mean? Like you're posting a lot more information that probably a lot more juggalos care about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I fucking love the underground, man. I've been in this underground shit for 20 years at this point. I've been listening to ICP since late 97, early 98, somewhere around there. And they're the ones that really got me into rap and hip hop. I was a metalhead before. I barely listen to metal anymore. Like, there's just bands from the 90s that I still listen to, and that's about it. And, just my love for the underground, the wicked shit, the Juggalo scene, the underground hip hop scene, just everything underground, man. I just love it.
You're always posting like a cool like collages of like the new Music Friday or whatever, with all the cool new shit out. Like, it's funny because I'll see that, I'm like, I know like one artist that's on there.
Yeah, it's
like,
crazy.
So he's really like for real, like holding it down. For
I imagine what you do is like a second job. It's got to take a lot of homework, a lot of just consistency. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty much a second full-time job that I don't get paid for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
There's people out there that appreciate it, man. I mean,
absolutely, man. I mean, it shows. I just started doing interviews and we just, I'm not interviewing no fucking Joe Schmoes over here. I get them in my inbox, and I appreciate them wanting to be on the show, but it's quality control.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. So for the uninitiated, who are some of the people that who are some of the people you've interviewed that some of the listeners may know?
So my most recent interview was DJ Clay. Just interviewed Clay right before he hit the road with Scum, Light, and Hoodoo. That was a dope interview. I interviewed Buckshot. Shout out Buckshot. Fucking Scotty D from Fagel Lovers. Devereaux. I've had Devereaux on the show twice.
Cool.
And which we still working in the behind the scenes, getting more names. Class from Underground Avengers was on the show as well.
Okay. Oh, that's dope, bro. Pardon my ignorance. I'm very in. Let me say this. I know of you mainly from social media. I watch your clips on there. I see your posts on there, and I've said it on the show before. I don't spend a lot of time like watching videos and shit like that. I don't know. I'd rather fucking play Cookie Run Kingdom on my phone. You know what I mean? So
right.
What I'm trying to say is, forgive us because I don't know what kind of stuff you're asking these guys, but like, what's the kind of stuff you're getting into on your interviews, and like, where are you getting your questions?
I get all the questions come from myself. I just, we set a date, and I'm like, all right, I have this amount of time to put together an interview.
So you think of questions like you genuinely want to ask yourself of these guys?
See, I'm a fan. First and foremost, I'm a fan. So I'm going to ask what I want to know, and what I want to know as a fan in general, the fans want to know. Everybody else wants to know.
Hell yeah.
And I'm not afraid to ask certain shit. I asked Buckshot, because he was at the Juggalo March. He was the only non-psychopathic artist to show up to the Juggalo March.
Okay.
On his own dime. Remember that whole list that they sent out?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He was the only one to show up. But because of his affiliation with Twisted, he hasn't been to a gathering since. Hasn't done anything with Psychopathic since because of an affiliation. So, I asked him what his thoughts were, and, his response was, hey, I got love for the Juggalos, man. Everything I do is for the Juggalos.
Okay, that's respectable.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I would expect to hear, or hope to hear at least.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'll ask shit like that, stuff the fans want to know, man. Like,
but you're not. I guess. I mean, not that there's like any kind of like, I gotcha, DJ Clay.
Right.
Not that there's any kind of gotcha questions, but you're going in as a fan, so I'm just curious. I know the kind of shit I would ask, like if I were to have like Mikey Clark on the show, like. Dude, it would take me. I would have to like prepare for a couple weeks because there's so much shit we've talked about on this show that like we want to ask. You know what I mean? So I'm sure it's something similar for you.
Absolutely, and I fuck up from time to time. It's hard to remember every little detail and nuance that has gone down. When I interviewed DJ Clay, I thought I had remembered him being at a Twisted show and taking a picture with them a few years back, which was wrong. He was at a Twisted show, but he was there for Jelly Roll, and he was kicking it with Jelly Roll, but still at the Twisted show. And he said, I don't have beef with those guys, but I ride with who I ride with.
Yep.
And it is what it is. And I was like, all right, I respect it. And my bad for fucking that up.
No, that's cool, man. I think staying humble is part of, but like that's part of what makes a good interviewer or podcast host. Like you gotta, keep it real with yourself and not try to put out like some kind of weird fake product or whatever.
Yeah, I feel like if you fuck up, you have to address that fuck up and acknowledge you fucked up. There's been a few times, I go on, I'll say something one week, and then next week I'm like, hey, I said this last week. That was way fucking wrong. I don't even know what kind of tangent I was on, but that was wrong.
That's what everything you say, you just gotta say it's purely speculations, man. Like,
exactly,
it'll be all right. Well, that said, man, let's get into your origin story. So when did how long you been down? When did you get into it?
Late 97, early 98.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly.
Okay, what happened? What a brother like person introduced you to ICP?
My cousin.
Okay. It's my cousin too. Right? Yeah, that's how it always works.
It's always someone's cousin. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was your how'd your cousin go about showing you ICP?
The dating game.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "You got to listen to this shit. This is fucking hilarious." And I listened to, dude, I'm what, 14, 15 years old. I don't even understand half the shit they're talking about in the song, but yo, I just know it was raunchy as hell and funny as hell. And I'm like,
Yep.
just seeing the CD cover, I'm like, it's just a clown. Like, I don't get it. And then
Yeah.
opening it up, see two clowns. I'm like, this is really weird, but I really like this song.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. So what was your cousin like? Like, how did he even stumble upon ICP?
I don't even know. He must have got turned on to it by somebody. What I do remember, shortly after he showed me that song, he came over with a VHS tape and he recorded the shockumentary on MTV. And we watched that. And then pretty much after watching that shockumentary, I was like, I got to go buy this album because that song is funny as hell. And these dudes like are obviously pissing all these people off like they had in that little questionnaire group or whatever it was. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, the Santanic.
Yeah. That shit was hilarious. So I went out and got Great Malenko and it was on from there.
I mean, the shockumentaries is one of those things where, you know, you're 14, 15 watching that. It's like a crash course. It's a condensed version of the history. And then, like, as soon as you watch that, you're pretty much, you know what's up.
You're invested.
Yeah.
Dude, it was very, like, I followed a very similar trajectory. You know, 14, introduced Boogie Woogie Woo and Ned Game back to back. Same thing, went and got the CD out of curiosity. Shockumentary sealed the deal, though. Like, it really, like, the countless watches at that age, you know.
I'm surprised that VHS didn't break when I had that shit.
I know, man.
I still got mine.
I wanted to be Vinny, the ICP kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, seeing all his shirts, I'm like, damn, man, all I can find is Great Malenko at fucking Spencer's or whatever.
Yep, bro, I know. It was amazing. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Dope.
The shockumentary itself. That's amazing. Like, a very similar trajectory, man. It's interesting how that kind of works, isn't it? Like, especially, like, there was something magical around that time, you know?
Yeah, it's weird being around for as long, you know, as we have, and seeing all the new ninjas, and you know, the second deck is like their shit, you know, and it's like this is the only shit that they get to see revealed, you know. Since Malenko and learning the lore of the carnival and that there was going to be 6, it was like, what is the 6th going to be? Like the 5th that wasn't even out, and it's like, what is the 6th? Like this is like, you know.
Yeah. Like, it's like, you know, they fucking, you know, it's like watching Game of Thrones as it airs versus like watching it after the fact. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the Red Wedding just doesn't hit as hard.
Right.
You know, the Wraith was the Red Wedding. You know what I'm saying?
And it was just different shows back then. I mean, shows are still, I mean, an ICP show is an ICP show still. Like, they put on a great show, but like the crowd back then, like, it was violent. Nobody gave a fuck.
It was before cell phones and, you know, or smartphones and everybody having a fucking
would
camera.
Be lining up at the venue at like 6 a.m. Like, got to get that front spot, you know, right in front of the stage.
So how did your family react to you bringing ICP into the household?
Man, my parents hated that shit. My father denies that he hated it. I'm like, dude, you fucking hated me listening to ICP. But yeah, they did not like it. You know, putting on like, hey, Vato, and you got Shaggy in the beginning. Hey, bitch boy, what you doing around here, you little bitch?
Right.
My parents are like, what the fuck are you listening to?
That's funny. So what kind of music were they listening to? What kind of music was like, you said you were into metal and shit, but what kind of music were your parents into?
Classic rock. That's what I came up on. Classic, you know, Rush, Black Sabbath, Zeppelin, shit like that.
Of course.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing to come up on, and which is why a lot of, you know, middle class, you know, white teenage boys kind of get into ICPs because they're coming from that bridge.
It's that same
of
kind
their parents listening to that classic rock shit.
The same kind of, almost back then that was rebellious to their parents. You know what I mean? Growing up on fucking whatever doo-wop or whatever dumb shit was back then. You know.
And then we had, you know, and then hip hop was really starting to like boom in the early to mid 90s. So that was always kind of in the background, even though I wasn't listening to it. ICP really bridged that gap between rock and rap, even though they weren't necessarily rock. And I kind of take offense when people say that they're rock because they're not.
Yeah. No, I have a similar vibe. Like I've always had a hard time classifying. Like some eras of their music, I would have said they were more rock. You know.
Yep.
Like back
I
in
mean,
Jekyll Brothers era, like new metal was out. I would have put them in that same
Yeah.
category. You know what I mean?
They definitely have a rock influence, but primarily they're rap. And they, for me, they just bridged that gap and, you know, showed me
Yeah.
the hip hop side.
It really just depends on their producer, what, you know, if they're sounding rock or not for the most part.
Yeah, that's
True.
true. So I noticed behind you, you have a Just When You Thought They Were Dead poster. Is that like how long you had that? Is that like OG shit?
No, that's actually a bootleg. And
Oh.
it's a really good bootleg.
It looks
Yeah.
great, dude. I love it.
People ask me like, "Yo, let me get. I'll pay whatever for the bootleg. I don't even care. Just print me up one." I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
not doing it, man.
Like,
I'm
bro,
just not-
if you want one that bad, you'll figure out how to get your own bootleg.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, I've made some bootleg shit. We got some stuff around the studio that's bootleg.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go out and pay $200 for that poster.
Oh hell no.
Yeah.
I'll spend 40 myself printing up like a pristine poster. Of
Yeah,
it, you
man.
know?
It looks dope as fuck framed up like that, man. That's super sweet. I mean, I wouldn't even give a fuck if it was real or not. That's
I
sweet.
say at this point, if I'm dropping money, like good money on something, it's going to be, you know, something hard copy music wise.
Yeah.
Or, you know, gathering or something like that. Maybe a clothing item if it's special.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, I got a crazy CD collection over here, like 1,500 CDs. If I'm spending money, like you said, it's usually like a CD,
Yeah.
or maybe even a rare cassette or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm envious of your CD collection. I see you posting pictures of, like this dude like will post, somebody comes out with an album and he has like their entire discography. He's like, new album from this artist. And like there's every album they've ever been on. So your CD collection is awesome. Are you actually like, I mean, are you more of just a collector of them, or are you actually open them, popping them in the car, fucking CD visor, you know, like what are you doing with them?
At this point, because of Apple Music, you know, the digital age that we're in, my way of supporting the artist is buying the hard copy. I just love the CD. I love opening it up, reading the credits, reading if there's a story, you know, with a Joker's card or something, to read that, and then stream it. You know, I'm kind of double supporting them by actually buying it, which is where they probably make the most money from music, is buying the physical product.
Of course.
And then I give them the 0.001 cent by streaming it. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't think I've listened to any CDs that I've bought in the last year and a half that I've bought, just because it's all on streaming.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Like I kind of get that. Me personally, I've been like getting back into CDs just to pop them in the car. I like just you know, when I
Yeah.
turn my car on, it's already playing and shit. Like it's pretty cool.
The one thing with CDs is the sound quality. The sound quality of a CD is far superior of streaming.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I say that to people here and there, and like I don't think most people don't get that. Most people don't understand that.
No, like if there's something with some like heavy ass bass, streaming it'll be kind of muffled a little bit. You throw that CD on,
Mm-hmm.
it's nice and clear, and that shit just hits a little extra hard, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I always feel just a little bit more immersed when the CD's in the car.
It's just
rather than a an MP3 file or something playing off the phone or something. Yeah,
I feel that
Yeah.
for sure.
One of my fears is having my shit get stolen. Somebody breaking into your car.
I know.
I doubt anybody would steal CDs these days, but
I know, man. DC Fago guy sent me a new copy, or one of his duplicate copies of Tales from the Lotus Pod, the red edition. And,
oh shit.
Yeah, because mine got stolen. I bitched about it several times, and he's like, "I'll send you one." And that was cool. But anyways, I'm scared to take it in the car because I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want this fucker to get stolen. But nevertheless, I'm about to just burn a copy so I can.
well, you gain and lose with either format, right? I mean, with the
Yeah.
CD, you get a little better sound. It's even a little more convenient in ways because you can just throw it right in. As long as you got a CD player, boom, throw it right in, it just starts. You don't really have to fuck with your phone. You don't have to, You know, your screen doesn't dim. You're fucking, you know, you don't have to worry about charging the shit. You just throw it in and boom, it's there, right?
Yeah, I feel that.
But, you know, you got to worry about getting scratched, degrading over time, getting stolen,
That's true.
losing.
That's true.
So there's definitely, you know, sides to both.
Yeah, pros and cons to both.
Yeah.
You know, I think one of the last times I had CDs in my car, I'm a huge 3-6 Mafia fan, and a lot of their older stuff is hard to come by. And I was on a 3-6 Mafia kick. I had like 6 of their CDs in my car. Someone broke into my car, rummaged through everything, and they didn't take the CDs, but they were just thrown everywhere. I was like, fuck this, man. I'm already afraid of this, and it actually happened. I'm done.
I feel that. That makes sense.
I'd say if you're a fucking thief and you're breaking into cars and like you should at least understand the value of CDs nowadays.
Right.
You're saying you should be taking them if you're breaking?
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit, dude. You're right.
If you don't, you're dumb, because you could probably, especially if it's a whole book, you could probably get a couple CDs out of there that are worth something on eBay.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have never thought half my ICP CDs would be like hard to come by, and that now they are, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if that dude was smart, you know, I'm sure he was just rummaging for change, but there was a couple $100 worth of 3-6 Mafia CDs sitting right there.
Exactly.
Fucking dipshit.
Right.
Be a better thief, you fucking fool.
Thieves are morons. Fucking morons. Idiots, man.
Dumbasses.
Yeah, man. Man. What else was I gonna ask? I don't know, man. You know, we always appreciate Jugs coming on here and like sharing their origin stories with us, man. It's always interesting to see how people got into ICP, but it's also fascinating because it's very, almost every story has been pretty similar, you know, especially if we all got into it like around that same time. If you're our age, you know what I mean? It's pretty cool, and you know, it's just fascinating. Rone's from New England, you know, we're over here in Ohio, and it like we're both getting hit with it at the same time, you know.
Right.
It's wild how that kind of wave goes like that.
You know, one of the crazy things, I'm from, you know, I said Boston area, but more specifically Worcester.
Okay.
And Worcester has gotten shout outs from the Clowns on Records a couple times.
Okay.
The Bazaar, one of the secret songs, you know, they shouting out all the cities and towns.
I've been to Worcester, Massachusetts, right? Some shit like
Worcester, on Blaze's zip codes and time codes. Just Worcester got a shout out. Like Worcester was like a heavy clown town back in the day. The Palladium just had some legendary shows, man.
So what was the first time you saw them then?
First time I saw them was actually I got down Great Malenko, and the first time I didn't get to see them till the Bazaar tour.
Okay. Man, that was that must have been brutal just waiting.
Yeah, man. Like,
but by then you're an adult too, but right? That'd been 5 or 6 years later.
So Bazaar, I was like 17.
Okay.
The only problem was I was the only one listening to ICP. I had a couple friends that were in and out a little bit, but everybody's like, I'm not going to no fucking ICP show. And at the, 16 years old, I'm like, everything I've heard of an ICP show, I'm like, I'm gonna die if I go by myself. Fuck that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It took me a couple years when I first started listening to. I mean, I was a little younger, and I didn't even go to shows. Like going to concerts wasn't even like in my mind.
Yeah.
I listened to music, but like I was never like, let's go to a concert. It wasn't until after the Shockumentary that I saw that I really started like getting that thought in my head. Like maybe I should go to a show.
I'm trying to think of like what, like my dad took me to my first one. I was probably 14 or 15. It had to be 14. It was a House of Horrors show. Pretty recently after Malenko had come out. My dad took me, but I think he was into taking me, even though I was only like 14 years old, because my dad was kind of like a metalhead kind of guy, Metallica, Megadeth, and shit. So he was kind of like his son that he probably thought was gay up until this point, was willing to go to a concert with fucking weirdos at it. My dad was like, all right, let's fucking do it. And like he took me, and like
it's not a hard transition for like an old like 70s 80s kind of metalhead ICP. It's gimmicky, it's kind of got that hardcore edge.
Yeah, so I think it's kind of fits the bill.
Yeah.
All right, Rone, we got caught by this last week, so I didn't want to get it this week. We only got 3 more minutes with you, so I wanted to let you go. Was there anything else you want to say, promote, shout out before we let you go?
Beneath the Dirt podcast every Monday on YouTube and every podcast and app, and at Beneath Dirt on all my social medias. Y'all are the shit. I appreciate y'all having me on. Y'all put, like I said earlier, you put out a top quality product. You really do. And
Appreciate that.
I'd like to see your channel grow because it's one of the few who just aren't just putting out bullshit, and I appreciate it.
We're keeping it real, man, and
Yeah,
you are
appreciate
too.
that.
So real recognize real, man. That's it. Hey, when you get Mikey Clark on, hit us up because I got some questions. All right.
All right.
All right, bro. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
See you.
Peace.
All right, man. That was Rone.
Fucking Rone, man.
What a cool dude.
Yeah, cool ass dude. Fucking top quality product as well. I mean,
Yeah.
just the amount. I mean, just the amount of shit he's got to fucking remember.
Dude, he's the effort he's putting in is paying off because he's growing like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Every time I see him post, he's got like some new interview lineup. I'm like, oh shit, look at him go.
I mean,
Like,
yeah, he's definitely. I mean, as far as the underground and any type of branch connected to the wicked shit and the underground and Juggalo shit. I mean, like, you're gonna get the best news from him.
yeah, he'll be
for
all
the
right.
most part. I
Yeah,
mean,
for real though. If y'all want news and shit, like Rone's Beneath the Dirt podcast is where y'all need to be watching. Don't watch
Yeah.
us for news. Watch us for fucking around and hanging. All right, we're the hang. Rone is the fucking source. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, if we get the news, it's long after everybody else got it.
Yeah, we're like, did you know there's a Forgotten Freshness 6? Oh shit. I had a something else I was gonna mention real quick before we get into the album. Oh, I was gonna say ICP posted about their Discord again. On because if you don't know, ICP has a Discord server, which by the way we do now too. Join it. There's only a couple people on there. Come hang, like it's just casual shit. I'm not doing anything fancy in there, man. I've been hanging out in DC Fago guy's server more than ours. He's got some jugs actually participating over there.
Nice.
Nevertheless, ICP posted about their Discord server. Like, come hang out, Juggalos. The last time I went in, it was right when it first opened, and it appeared to be ran by the people doing their NFTs. Okay?
Yeah.
So to me, it seemed like a way for them to wrangle Juggalos up to try to sell them NFTs, which seemed lame as fuck. And every Juggalo, it was just, the chat was going like this, like, brr, 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 so like, what's the point of even being in there?
Yeah.
You couldn't hang out in there. Anyways, I got out of it instantly. But I guess it's never got any better because the comments on the Instagram posts were all like, fuck your Discord, it sucks. Like every single post.
Good.
And then there was most of the posts were promoting another Juggalo Discord called the Jugga Lounge. All right. I was like, all right, I'm not kidding you, out of 75 posts, 40 of them were saying I'd rather be in the Jugga Lounge. I was like, okay, I've never heard of the Jugga Lounge. It had like an anime, like looking clown as the image.
So you checked it out?
I checked it out. I went into it. It's, from what I could tell, it's all teenage, like queer people. The entire server is just teenage, like trans, bi Juggalos. And I gathered that.
Okay.
I gathered that because the fucking like I went to like the introduce yourself thing. I was like, okay, let me see what's going on. And like, it was all like, hi, I'm Wicked. I'm 13. He, she, they, zimzer, floob, fucking wolfkin. And I'm here because I love ICP. Like, they were all Juggalos.
That's crazy.
But it was
man.
all fucking, like, strange people, you know?
It's so funny that, like, ICP translated into like that shit.
That's what I'm saying. It blew my mind.
The
like,
first deck sure as fuck wasn't like, I mean,
and you're right. And like, but for what it's worth, like obviously, I'm very, very happy that there's so many young people that we do kind of attribute like a certain a political stance to the younger generation. So my point is, it's interesting, and I appreciate it that they're able to overlook the wokeness of what people would probably cancel ICP for.
Yeah.
They're able to look through that and understand it's good music, mean well, good shit. I'm happy for that. I'm happy that fan base exists. It's just
cool that it's bringing in people that are of that culture that aren't like overly woke and
yes,
and
they're young people, and that's what I wanted to stress. For the record,
it seems like the younger crowd in that culture are not like woke like the people our age of that culture.
You're right. There's a weird, like, there's a strange, like, we're like on this edge, and then the youngsters now are like on this edge. It's this weird, like, shit in between.
They're a counterculture to they're the counterculture to their own culture.
Yes.
And like they're realizing that it's, you know, they're who came before them are too extreme with it.
But what's interesting though is that they can still participate in this weird kind of like fringe culture.
Yeah.
When by that I mean being LGBTQ plus whatever, and still be open to the idea of like they're just fucking around. And I'm loving that. I hope that continues. You know, that kind of mentality continues, because we're all kind of tired of woke shit, but we all like want to be inclusive. We just don't care. No one cares as much as people make it seem, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what's
really,
annoying.
I will fucking talk and hang out with anybody. I really don't give a fuck what your preference is.
Right.
It means nothing to me. I don't give a fuck. I'll call you a fucking Puff the Magic Dragon if you want me to call you that.
Of course.
I don't care.
Of course. So, but all that said, as soon as I went to the intro part of this Discord, I instantly was like, I'm out of here. This is not for me. I feel gross even being in here. You know, they're all, because they were all like youngsters mainly. But I wanted to put it out there that I thought it was fascinating that I kind of stumbled upon that weird, like, very popular kind of fringe corner of being a juggalo. So we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how that translates, you know, in the future.
Do you think because of how ingrained that kind of thought process of, you know, I need to put my sexuality on the forefront of everything. Do you think it's ingrained? It's been passed down politically and, you know, ideologically, if that's a word, ideologically. It's almost been passed down and ingrained. Do you think that kind of thing is now becoming, not saying it was in the past, but is now becoming more of a choice rather than you're born that way? Because I'm kind of starting to think that.
I get what you mean. It's like, it's almost like society influences you to the point, even if it's subconsciously, to the point of kind of adopting personality in this counterculture.
Yeah, like you might take a thread of something and then just fucking pull on that and completely and it's never and you know, and maybe if it wasn't so ingrained, you would have never even thought of it.
I definitely think there's something to that, just by the simple fact that it's definitely more of a mainstream idea and open. But the flip side of that is that it's possible that these people have always had these weird feelings, and because it's more acceptable, it's just they're more okay with it being out there. And that said, fine. I'm gonna think it's some of this shit's weird. Don't get me wrong. You tell me you're a wolfkin, I'm gonna be like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I don't care. It doesn't matter if it's a choice or not. Even if it's a choice, I'm never gonna.
But you're just saying, do you think it's a little bit influenced? And I do think so.
Because I'll tell you something. Almost in my family, even in the 90s, there were multiple females that went through a phase of like that, where they told everybody that's what they were, and then it was gone by the time they were 20s.
I think that's just I honestly think it's just normal, natural human behavior to do weird shit and want to do weird shit. And when you put it out there, it's just weird because people aren't used to it being out there. You know, when you had to keep that shit under lock and key and just experiment on your own time and shit, like it is what it is.
It's definitely not as weird anymore. I mean, it's everywhere now. You know, so
I didn't want to get too into the weeds on that, but I
did. Sorry. This is all ideological. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I don't know anything about that. So I'm not going to say either way. I have no clue, but you're all welcome. Everybody's welcome. I don't give a fuck what you are.
Well, I appreciate anyone who's a juggalo. You're fam, so it's all love here.
That's the way I feel about it.
All right, man. Let's get into Forgotten Freshness 5.
Let's do it.
First track is intro. Here, I'll pull up the liner notes so we can read the info on it too. All right. So the intro. You know what? I want to open this on another tab so that I can read the producer and shit. So the intro is pretty cool. It's just free Ringmaster voice guy talking. And it says this was originally a concert intro of the Ringmaster show at St. Andrews Hall, way the hell back in '95. Notice how it sounds like most of ICP shows intros today. Proof the clowns haven't sold out their style in all these years.
Nice. I mean, this is, it's cool. I think I think it's a good choice for an intro.
Yeah, I like hearing it, and I'm glad it's here because I would like a compilation of all their little intros like that. I think that'd be cool. I'd listen to that shit. I mean, it's not something you're gonna bump in the car, but just to kind of hear the differences or the choices or the background music,
I would.
Back then it's all Mikey Clark still doing the music and shit.
Yeah. Oh, well, that being said, this was for the Ringmaster tour, right?
Yeah, or he said at least the Ringmaster show.
The Ringmaster show. I'll go out and say, related to the Ringmaster, that the Ringmaster intro is my favorite intro they've ever done.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
For the album.
that one is great.
Love it. Wax Museum, fuck you if you don't like it.
Oh, I forgot we had this flipped. Yeah, Wax Museum's great.
Love Wax Museum. Much love and respect, Deck One Dealt. Thank you, Don Chaos.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank
bro.
you. I appreciate it. And Don Chaos is no slouch. I've watched his videos, years ago too, around the same time I discovered,
Yeah, he's
CPN, DC, Blue.
He's
Not to put you in the same category of any of those people, whether you like them or hate them.
You're just in the old guard of ICP
Yeah.
YouTubers.
Yeah, at least when I started watching YouTube Juggalos, Don Chaos was right there. I remember.
Yeah, he seemed cool as fuck. He's
Yeah.
I've talked to him before. So this song is called Right Now. Mikey Clark, Legs Diamond on the hook. It says this song was meant to be on Death Pop, and they didn't like it, but then they found it later and decided it was pretty dope.
It's not bad.
I think it's fine. It wouldn't be on my best of Death Pop album. You know what I mean?
No, not at all.
But I would have been okay just hearing it on the album. I don't think I would have skipped it, but I probably would have put it in the lower tier.
There's one song I could get rid of on Death Pop and put this in there, and I'd be fine.
What was that?
The dog one.
Is that on Death Pop? Oh yeah, that song sucks,
I fucking
bro.
hate that. The Dog the Bounty Hunter
That does
song.
suck
Like,
balls.
why did you have to fucking specify like a certain? I don't care if you write a song about killing racist people.
Yeah.
But like, keep it broad.
Yeah. that
Like
song
the
sucks,
minute
bro.
you specify someone and it ages it makes it stupid. Like, and if you're gonna fucking do that, you might as well go out there Hogan. You might as well go out there so many other people
Right.
that you love.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that was a weird choice, bro.
Yeah, this is dumb. So yeah, put that one on there. Get rid of that dog song. That'd be
Okay.
a perfect fucking Death Pop album.
I'd be
for
okay
me.
with that.
Yeah.
I think the production on this song's fine. I think the hook's kind of lame. I like how they're rapping and shit.
I like it. I don't hate this song. It's kind of a lamer.
It's
you know.
forgettable though.
It's a lame ICP Mikey Clark song, but it's fine. It'll fit and flow
Yeah.
on that album. I would believe.
I feel it. Thanks, AU Stalker. He told me to turn the volume up a tad, and I did. He said he could hear it now. I'm scared of getting copyrighted though, bro. I
Yeah,
don't want to get
man.
copyrighted.
Because after they do that shit, we got to go back and fix it.
I know.
and
The Lost
everything
episode
else, you
fucked
know?
us.
Yeah.
And the Yum Yum episode, really, that was our most egregious copyright fuck up.
Yeah.
On our Yum Yum first listen episode live stream, probably our biggest watch video at that time, it got worldwide blocked because we played Dead Pumpkins for a minute before the show even started. And it would not let me cut it out. Normally it'll say you can cut it out. They were like, nope. Like, you fuckhead. So I literally just had to re-upload it without that on
When
there.
does that even fuck?
I know, dude. It's some bullshit.
Who is making the decisions of fucking YouTube?
They took down our bowling balls episode, but I disputed it.
Yeah.
And it's back up. But for now, I don't know if it'll hold. But we'll see, man. I'm gonna fucking start sticking it to the man because, god damn it, we're just doing review shit. Like,
I know.
I looked into the creative, and I know this is inside baseball.
There's
shit.
certain people that can review shit and never not get touched.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there is a stipulation where you could say, like, they mainly don't want people to be able to take what you have on your video and be able to use that instead of listening to the real one.
Yeah.
There's no way people could listen to our episode and use it in
Yeah.
place of listening to the fucking album.
Yeah.
Because we play it sometimes for 15 seconds at a time with no talking because we
yeah.
want to hear a lyric, you know? Give me a
Yeah.
fucking break. So
Retarded.
that's what I've been saying in the disputes, and a couple of them have held, man.
Yeah.
I'm disputing this shit. Fuck you, Orchard Music Group.
Yeah. fuck these musical fucking corporate entities, man.
No,
Fuck y'all.
It's not your fault, you stalker. I just had to go on a rant there for a minute. He says, "Oh, my bad, didn't I?" It's cool, man. No, I go back and listen to the episodes too, and like our last couple, you literally couldn't hear the music at all. And it's kind of like, okay, like weird, you know.
Yeah.
It's nice to have a little bit in the background, you know,
Yeah. We just got to make sure we keep, you know.
talking over it.
Yeah. And
So this is Duke of the Wicked. What do you think about this song?
It's okay. It's got a very classic sounding beat. That sample. That ding 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 ding.
I think this song fucking sucks. I ain't gonna lie.
Do I think it sucks? I don't think it sucks. Do I think it's great? It's definitely not great.
This is like Violent J doing his like E and J
If you
rap
got-
style. Like
If you got great and sucks, I would say maybe there.
oh man, oh all right. If it's great and sucks, I'm putting it like here, like barely above.
We need to make a scale of great to sucks.
Yeah.
It'll be like a yardstick,
Yeah.
and we'll just have like lines.
Well, they
and,
do like those. Have you seen them do those tier lists where they do like they put shit in like tiers? We need to do that with like every ICP song,
Yeah.
but that would take years.
It would.
Nevertheless, this would be in the lowest tier.
Yeah.
I fucking hate this song.
It's
It sucks.
definitely not great. They use that same old fucking guitar sample that sounds like just someone like going dinky 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 dink.
It says music written, produced, played, and performed by ICP. So ICP beat.
Yeah, and they used literally the easiest samples I mean, like the fucking easiest samples you could ever use.
And he's just like saying Duke of the. First of all, I have an issue. I take umbrage with him. Just like he created a new persona and like just whether you like it or not, he's the Duke of the Wicked.
The
all right?
Duke of the Wicked.
And I think that's so fucking lame.
Well, I'm sure he wanted to go. I'm sure he wanted to be the god of the wicked, and then he's like, "Well, I can't be blasphemous and like say I'm the god." Okay, I'll be the king. No, I can't do that. That's Isham. Isham is like the king. He's like the main.
Duke.
What can I be? Let me go down a duke. Okay, let's do the duke.
It's so fucking weird. It's like he sat around like literally making that list. Somewhere exists on a legal pad him having all these names and Duke of the Wicked is circled.
Oh,
So
man,
it makes me
that's
laugh.
funny.
But so one, creating a nickname for yourself, I think is it's just funny, especially 20 years into your career. But
Well, I mean,
And it said-
coming up with your rap name is that basically, right?
yeah, but that's at the beginning. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know why that bothers me, but it does. Like Southwest Strangler's fine.
The Duke of the Wicked came out.
Juggalo is fine.
The Duke of the Wicked, I think, was earlier than 20 years.
Think
Because
so?
I think that came out on the Wraith, didn't it? Didn't he come out with Shangri-La? Didn't he say the Duke of the Wicked?
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah, I think it was no more than it was no later than like 9-10 years into his career. But here's the thing:
All right.
what about Southwest Strangler? When did that come out?
That was like 90.
Did Shaggy
Three.
name himself that, or was that given to him?
Probably. I think but that was like him making a song about someone strangling. Duke of the Wicked is literally just about
Yeah.
himself being good and being
Yeah.
fucking the Duke.
Yeah, Shaggy made Southwest Strangler, and then people started calling him that. and
Right.
They went with it. Yeah.
Right. It's just like the Juggalo. He didn't set out to be the Juggalo. That was a character.
Yeah.
And then he's the Juggalo. You know what I'm saying? The Duke of the Wicked though is just corny to
Yeah,
me.
the Duke of the. I think he wanted.
Like nobody's calling Shaggy Bazooka Joey and shit. Like it's not
Yeah.
like you can't make your own nicknames, bro. That doesn't work like that.
You can't make your own. Yeah.
It either sticks or it doesn't. And Duke,
Yeah.
he's been trying to get Duke of the Wicked to stick.
Yeah.
That shit sucks, bro. Drop it, Jay. Drop Duke
I've
of the
met-
Wicked, bro.
Well, another thing is like the Southwest Strangler. Even if Shaggy made that himself and tried to get it to catch on, it's just catchier.
oh yeah,
It sounds
Got
better.
The alliteration.
It's from there. It has everything. It's from where he's from. It's it's not like a overachieving
It's not-
title.
It's not bragging.
Yeah.
You're the Duke of the Wicked, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
If he could have just been like the fucking the wicked Choka or some, or the wicked Joker, or, maybe that would have caught on if it was like earlier in the career.
Oh,
But
yeah. That's why. That's just why it annoys me. It's like
The
he's
Duke
like,
of the
he's
Wicked-
like, I'm the Duke of the Wicked.
the Duke of the Wicked sounds braggadocious. It sounds like just the image sounds like, just the image you hear someone. I don't know.
It's
Either way,
whack.
moving on from that topic, this song is fucking amazing.
This is probably the best song of this album, bro. I love this fucking song. Everything
Yeah.
about it is great.
The thing about this album, or the thing about this song, the beat's nothing like incredibly special, but it just has that sound. It has that sound that you don't care about the beat that much here.
No, you're not even paying attention to the beat.
The beat doesn't matter that much, but it's still it fit. It's
yes,
fine.
it's perfect.
What the main thing about this entire fucking song is the character that Jay's putting into his lyrics. The fucking emphasis,
He's telling an incredible story that should be simple, but it's like dragging it out over 3 verses with conversational rapping
yes,
in it.
Conversational. The thing about it is, it's the story doesn't even. The story doesn't even have to be that amazing. This is like a scene being played out.
Yes.
Like this is like literally like a sketch.
Yes. Like if
It's
they were
a
to make a
sketch
video,
without the visual.
yeah, this should have like a video for it. You know what
Yes, I mean, like I could see this being played out as like a sketch, like on Saturday Night Live or some
I
shit.
mean? Yeah.
And that's exactly what it is. Like Jay is acting this part, like he's acting his heart out into this song.
Yes.
Like every, he's doing different voices. You know what I mean? He's going, and I don't, you know, he's like going up and down. You're hearing him. You're
Yes.
hearing him like feel bad. You're hearing him feel fine. You're hearing him all the gamut of emotions.
Yeah, dude.
But
it's
it's
an
all-
incredible performance.
And it's all in that light-hearted, funny tone.
Yes. Because, no, dude, like, I couldn't rap this song and make it entertaining.
No, because this is from years of experience.
Yeah.
Of him doing this a lot.
Like,
you know?
and not to mention, how long do you think he spent in the studio with this
Exactly,
song, too?
and a lot of that is magic in the studio. A lot of that is on the spot. You know what you just have that sixth sense of what to put there.
Yes. Let's put it like this. Duke of the Wicked, he probably wrote that day 10 minutes before he went to record it.
Yeah.
No joke. That's how like simplistic and dumb the lyrics are. That song probably took weeks of writing and tweaking.
Well, see, that's a question I'd like to ask because that could be true, but I could also say that he could have banged that out in one session.
Maybe
But
back then he was hungry.
But he was so into the character, it was so ingrained in him that it was nothing to him.
Okay.
It actually is him. It's so ingrained that he can just do it flawlessly.
It's amazing how he can do that. I mean, he's done that on like
The Duke of the Wicked is trying too hard.
yes.
It could be the opposite. Duke of the Wicked, he tried, he wrote it, he wanted to get, and it took him a while. As where that one,
Okay, you might be right.
it could have been the opposite, but I don't know.
Yeah.
it'd be great to fucking know that.
That's a good point.
I'd fucking love to know that. Hey, how long did it take you to write and perform Jacob's Word
like,
and Duke of the Wicked?
Duke of the Wicked recording probably took 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But writing maybe longer. You might be right. But he's not doing any inflections on his voice or anything.
Yeah.
But like a song like Jacob's Word, they still do today. Like, I mean, songs like Night of the Chainsaw and
Yeah.
shit like that he still does that
You gotta
same
have
like
multiple tracks. You
Yeah.
gotta have Shaggy in there doing his parts. You gotta have
him-
all that shit.
murdering someone and like somebody says something that rhymes. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that kind of shit is like that's what we come here for. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shit like Jacob's Word is as weird as it is. It's like it's just an extremely a rare kind of song that you don't hear any other types of fucking any music do.
Yeah, you're right. It's that is unique to ICP.
Yeah.
Honestly. That said, it did say that was on the. It was originally given out as a single for Wicked Clowns from Outer Space tour for people who brought canned goods. I remember that when they came to our town, they didn't have any more,
Yeah.
and we were like one of the first stops on the fucking tour.
What year was Jacob's Word?
It says 97 is when they recorded it.
Yeah. So
That's
I mean,
Malenko era.
just prime.
Yeah,
fucking-
dude.
And he was doing every song was that or better.
Yeah, you're right. That's how hungry they were. They were putting that much
Yeah.
effort into that shit.
Yeah.
Many people love the song, even though it's extremely old and rare. Blah blah. It said it was on the Dark Carnival action figures EP that came with the Pendulum action figures. Those are the dolls that we had here, wherever. That's how I heard it because I remember like I know Jacob's Word. I know every word to Jacob's Word. How? If this was the first time it got released, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
This song is Mind of Howard Stern. The only time I ever even knew of this song, during the shockumentary, they play a couple seconds of this song.
Really?
I'm almost positive because that part where they're like, in the mind of Howard Stern.
See,
I was always like, where the fuck do you get this song? You could not get it until this album, bro.
Really? Was it on Shockumentary? Because I remember that being on the bumpers to the Howard Stern show. when ICP was on there.
I never heard that on the bumpers. Are you sure that wasn't like Nothing But a Bitch thing or something?
No, it was definitely on the bumpers for the Howard Stern
Really?
show when it was on E! Entertainment.
I never heard that during
Yeah.
that. And I watched that shit.
No, it was absolutely. I fucking
Okay.
remember.
I never heard it on there, but
It was actually it was at the end. It was at the end of the show.
oh, okay.
During the credits.
It said the mind of Howard.
You heard that during the credits.
So maybe that's
yes.
where I heard it then. But
Yeah.
I never heard the full song until this album.
Yeah, neither did I.
And
You couldn't get it, I don't think.
The song is pretty shitty. The sound is good, and I love Jay's rapping because it's of that era.
Yeah.
But if you listen to the lyrics of that song, do you know what it's about? He's literally talking about how he used to hang with Howard, and he was a serial killer with him, and then he got a job as a radio guy,
Yeah.
and then started like, in order to not have them tell on him, he let them on their show and got famous.
That's so stupid.
That's so
Yeah.
fucking dumb. But they even said, he even said we always thought it was kind of stale, and Howard played 10 seconds of it and never played it again.
Yeah. He's like, yeah.
I remember when they played Nothing But a Bitch Thing on Howard. I watched that one. And if you don't recall, on Nothing But a Bitch Thing, they play the beginning. It's like a skit at the intro where it's like, oh, come here. He's like, it's Dre. He's like, come here, get some of
Oh,
this
yeah, I
Compton
remember
dick.
that. Oh, yeah.
So it's just Dre talking about fuck. He's like, oh, come on, Dre. Come on, Dre.
Yeah.
Howard played literally 10 seconds of that.
Yeah.
And then never played it again,
Yeah.
too. So he never even got to the song.
Yeah.
And Jay even said on that show, he's like, hey, that was just the intro. You can keep playing. He's like, oh, whatever. Let me ask you guys about something.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
never talked about it
yeah,
again.
he didn't give a fuck.
That's so
but
funny.
they did play that song on some radio show. They played Nothing But a Bitch Thing. Right, and then Eminem was on the show after that because they told the story.
Ah.
He told the story, I believe, in the book. So yeah, they got that song out there on radio play. It might have been a station in Detroit.
Okay. Interesting.
And then Eminem was on right afterwards, and they played that song for Eminem. Like, hey, ICP was in
That's
here.
pretty funny.
Look what they did, and they played that for Eminem, and then
Then he
that's-
went and wrote Marshall
yeah,
Mathers
and
the next day.
Yeah, and that's what exactly. That's when Eminem was like, oh, okay, these motherfuckers are done.
Oh shit, Marshall Mathers was before that because they referenced that in Nothing But a Bitch. I don't know. Nevertheless, this song is fucking sweet. Raised from the Ground, the OG version of Everybody Rise. It says this was the original one that they made, and it said the Clowns decided they didn't like it. They recorded this in 1998, and it says Shaggy made the beat.
Really?
It says that. Shaggy made the beat all by himself, and was the one thing everybody in the studio knew was that they loved about it. This is the original rhyme and chorus from 98. They decided they didn't like it, but wanted to give the fresh-ass beat another try. So they redid the raps and hook and turned it into Everybody Rise. I thought that was...
Shaggy made this beat.
I know, dude. That blew
This
my mind.
sounds like Mikey Clark.
Yeah. I would have bet $1,000 this was Mikey Clark.
Oh my god, I would have. Yeah, I never would have said. Yeah, this is fuck that.
For what it's worth, that song fucking rules. Raised from the
Slim
Ground.
Mini- yeah, you're talking about Slim Minis. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was DC. You're right.
Raised from the Ground rules, though. I think that song is dope as fuck.
Yeah.
It's almost as good as I might on its depending on the day. I might rather listen to that version, honestly, just
Yeah.
for freshness sake.
Yeah.
Because every lyric is different. Not a single lyric is like, except Rise. That's it.
Yeah, I would like to get the Jekyll Brothers album and look the credits on that song,
Yeah.
the remake,
Yeah, we should check that out.
because that's crazy. That is fucking nuts that Shaggy made that.
I wonder how many other beats he was making back then we didn't know about. You know.
Don't know, man.
This is The Great Show. This song was originally on,
Oddities. They're
Oddities.
Oddities ring music.
but they had the censored version on the.
Yeah.
I bought the WWE entry, Volume 3
Yep.
entry music that had this song on it just for this song.
Yep.
And it was the other version.
Yep.
But I had heard the uncensored version at some point.
I never did.
Really, prior to this album.
I maybe heard it
I'm
online,
Shaggy the Clown,
but
and I
back
don't give fucks.
but back in the day, I didn't hear the uncensored.
Maybe they
version.
put it online or something because I
Yeah.
definitely
I
heard it.
definitely heard it online probably a few years later.
Okay.
Yeah.
This song fucking rules, dude. This
Yeah.
is a slept-on classic. I
I mean,
love
this is just a
song.
bang. It's a crowd banger, man.
They should play this song every concert they do. This
Yeah.
is Malenko-esque
Yeah.
ICP, bro.
Just that piano, that that that's just that piano going on and the fucking beat. I mean, yeah, it's great.
They said they already had this song made when they got called to the oddities, and they said instead of doing something different, they decided this is perfect.
Yeah.
They finished it up, gave it to the oddities, and here it is. It was originally conceived. This is an ICP jam from all the way back in '98.
I mean, it's perfect. It's perfect. I mean, it's such a crowd pleaser. The beat, you know.
This should have been on Great Malenko. It probably wasn't just because of the similarities to Down with the Clown. I'm gonna be down with the clown. You know how many songs you gotta have with that shit? I bet you that's the only reason it was cut. It's the same vibe as Down with the Clown. I'm Shaggy the Clown and I don't give fucks. Like they're just boasting. You know what I mean?
That being said, though, Down with the Clown was the better choice for Malenko.
Fuck yeah! Oh fuck yeah!
This is a great song, but this is
the B side though. You know, this is like a B side to that. Like how good that is. It's just as good though, almost.
This is a bumper song.
Yeah.
You know, for coming in and out of the entrance and out of the ring. Down with the Clown is a fucking, you know, it's a moment in time during the show, you know.
Oh, DC Fago guy pointed out, thank you. He said it was on the 4th Pendulum single. That's right. That's where we heard the original, this version then. Yeah. I forgot about that. They don't even say that on here. Sorry, I ordered a copy of Forgotten Freshness 5 from my man J Dirty Malloy on Facebook. I haven't got it yet. It's coming literally tomorrow, I think.
The ICP U Shoot interview released in. I watched that. Yeah.
What's that?
The kayfabe commentary. You ever watched any of that? It's like what's his name? I forget the host of the show. They made wrestling DVD shoot interviews DVDs back in the day. He's putting them on YouTube.
Okay.
He's putting the full interviews on. You ever seen ICP with the red jerseys during like the Bang Pow Boom era, Mighty Death Pop era, and they're like talking to the guy and it's a U Shoot interview for wrestling?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No.
Never heard of it, seen it. I'd like to see that. That
It's
sounds
sweet.
good.
You should watch it.
It's ICP getting interviewed back then?
It's 2 out. No. It's during the like Mighty Death Pop era maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a U Shoot. They're talking. It's a interview about their wrestling career.
I've never even heard the word U Shoot until just now. No joke.
Oh wow.
That's how out of the loop I am.
Yeah.
That sounds dope as fuck. I would definitely watch that.
Yeah, check it out, man. You'd love it. Fucking love it. You're gonna hear tidbits on ICP you've never heard.
Dope.
Yeah.
It's almost like they don't consider Pendulum album a full release or real release, says Violent J, the country singer. Yeah, I don't think they do. Did they ever even release that on like an album? Did they ever do that? And we did an episode on it, but yeah, dude, I've never seen that shit.
Yeah. Check that shit out.
You watched it?
Yeah.
So why did they mention it here?
I don't know. I've seen them. I've seen them before, but they were always sections. They were always little tidbits of the interview. But the whole interview in its entirety is released now, so you can watch it.
So this is a rare Malenko phone skit.
They're probably talking about it because of the fucking wrestling theme song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think all this shit had to been
like improv.
Yeah. Some of it was probably improv, I guarantee it.
That's stupid. I mean, it's funny-ish, but
if that was like in the place of the other one, like it probably it probably would have been just as funny. I would imagine,
for
right?
sure.
I guess what everybody would remember. We'd be saying that shit.
Yeah,
instead,
you're right.
You know,
you're right. It's funny enough. I like hearing anything from back then, so I appreciate it for that.
This song sucks.
This song does kind of suck. This is the Cray Sean song. Like, how thirsty can you be to make this song?
Oh man, I don't get it.
What do you think the motivation was for him to make? Do you think he made this with the intention of like her hearing it and being like flattered to actually fuck him?
Man,
that's the only logical explanation I can think to make this.
This
song.
like this type of shit is really like this is like some of the very few things that Jay and IC people do that would like kind of depress me.
Yeah,
I'm just like, oh.
This is like I Like It Rough era-esque cringe to me.
Yeah, but even I Like It Rough is like above this. This is just pathetic and sad.
I do like the beat. I like the vibe. Like it's like a weird gives me like a beach.
Well, yeah, no, no. This is a classic. This is a classic, 1950s like soul and that soul and gospel kind of sound that they mixed with like rock and roll back then.
Yeah. I wonder who did the production on this song. I can't find it.
I don't know, but I don't even re-inform me on.
It says produced by Joe Strange. Who the fuck is Joe Strange? Oh, he's a real producer. Okay. He's done a lot of Twisted.
Re-inform me on who Krayshawn is.
She's just some girl that raps that was on. She was on the Mighty Death Pop, one of those Mikey Clark Emporium.
Oh, yeah.
She was on the When I'm Clowning. She's like, I don't get down.
That sounded.
my down.
That's like one of the worst verses I've ever heard. It sounds like she's reading.
Yes, it's shit. It's horrible.
Horrible.
She that's how she raps, and it's all.
That's
bad.
how she raps on
Yep.
everything.
And it's all bad.
Wow.
Let's see what she looks like. I don't even know what she looks like. I think I've looked her up once after this, but
I don't think I've ever looked her up, unless this has a video to it, don't it?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he's like, isn't he dancing in a suit and shit? Oh man.
Yeah. Let's see if there is a video for this song.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, look, he did make the fucking video for this song.
So this video is super dope. Sugar Slam in the video with Jay drooling over another woman. Oh, what's Shaggy doing?
I don't know. He's like talking at the beginning. I don't know what he's. Here, let me pause this real quick.
I think I remember he's talking shit about Jay in that scene.
Is he?
I think he's like, "This is Jay's shit." Yeah, here.
All right, hold on. Let's play it. Hold up.
Oh, hey there. I'm the Southwest Strangler, Shaggy too, though. I just want to let you know that this song and video you're about to peep has nothing whatsoever to do with the Mighty Death Pop. Nope. It's just some sappy-ass, lonely attempt for my big fucking sappy friend, Violent J. Try to score some of that Krayshawn that Violent J. go ahead and
There
kick
you
your
go.
sappy ass
Shaggy lays it out perfectly.
Hey, what's he say there? Hold up.
shit. Go ahead and kick your sappy ass shit.
Well, I'm glad they did that. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the least they could do.
I think Shaggy made that mandatory.
He's probably like, look, bro, like,
Exactly.
I'm
Wouldn't
not
you?
putting my name on. Yeah.
Wouldn't you? Which one's Sugar Slam? She's one of the dancers.
I don't know.
Oh, she's in the middle. There she is.
Yep. I wonder who that one is. She's cute too. Sugar Slam's looking good there.
Sugar Slam is fucking
It is so
gorgeous.
It is so
man.
funny that she's like,
Why would you fucking do this with Sugar Slam? What? You're an
oh
idiot.
my God, what a fool. Oh God, dude.
I mean Jay kind of dressing like like a tourist in Florida. I like that kind of look. It's
Yeah,
kind
that's
of it's funny.
that is funny.
With like the little hat and the fucking button up and shit. It's
Yeah,
kinda
I'll
funny.
give him that. It's funny.
Like that shit. I mean, that's funny.
Of course, it's funny.
It's kind of like a Big Money Hustlers vibe.
I mean, this video is kind of funny.
Yeah, the video's funny.
but I guess it.
The video makes it tolerable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and not to mention that Sugar Slam's in it makes it pretty fun.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That part's really funny.
Mm,
Oh my God!
Florida Joe.
Look at him dancing.
Oh my
This
God.
shit's hilarious.
I mean, he kind of looks like Juggalo Brothers Jay, don't
bro,
he?
I don't think I've ever watched this, dude.
I've seen it like once.
Hey, look, he's forcing it. The Duke, give me a fucking break,
Yeah.
bro. The Duke.
He's got kittens in his hand.
That's really cute
What
and funny.
the fuck?
Look, and there's Krayshawn in the background. I'd be curious what her response was to this.
Who?
Krayshawn.
Krayshawn, yeah. I mean, obviously, fucking Sugar Slam don't care.
So weird, man. Wow. I mean, the lengths he went to on this video does make it way more tolerable, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, this song would have been a 1. This makes it like maybe like a 2.5.
That dancer on the left almost looked like Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
That scene.
This one?
Like,
You talking about the black girl?
Yeah, I don't know where the fuck where, but yeah, I just saw a scene.
Okay. She had fat booty?
I can't tell. But yeah, it's funny with the clowns drumming. And yeah, it's cool. It's tolerable.
That video is cool.
Yeah, it's like a 1950s like soul rock type of like that was a classic sound back then.
Yeah.
He used that. That's cool. That's fine.
Yeah.
I was singing this in school and got in trouble. Okay.
All right, so we skipped over Goblin. What do you think about Goblin?
Man, it doesn't stick out to me, but it's an interesting song, I'll say that.
I think it's pretty dope.
Yeah, I kind of like it. I mean,
It said this song was on music. DJ Clay did the beat, all the music. I think it's pretty dope. It says this is the absolute bomb when bumped at full volume. It was originally recorded for his DJ Clay's A World Upside Down. They made it for their mixtape. The song turned out to be so dope it deserved a second runway, so we put it here.
looks like Nobody Man doesn't like it.
Okay. I do know he's saying that it's not worth. They're putting out some album at the Gathering, I guess. It's called like Slept On Slappers or something like that. This is one of them. He's been doing a series on Facebook where like he posts and then gushes about the song.
Okay.
It's kind of cool. I just got hip to it from DC's Discord. I think nobody's in there telling us about it. But anyways, like I'm interested. I'll probably get that album, when we go. But I'm curious what other shit's gonna be on there. It has this weird like Lil Wayne. Is that Lil Wayne in the hook here? Sounds like Wheezy.
I don't know. I don't know. I like the beat. I can't.
I like how they rap. The beat's dope. The hook's fine. That line is tight. Hold up. That's like a slit necks and wrists. I exist. That's tight.
Yeah, I can't hate it.
They're just talking wicked shit. I mean,
Yeah.
it's nothing crazy, but I think it's dope. I'll bump this shit for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it slaps. I'll give it that. It's got a slap sound. It's got that early 2000s mainstream beat sound. They did a lot
Yes.
of club songs like this in the early 2000s that had this sound to it.
In my Air Force One.
Yeah. That's true. That's the same vibe.
When the Air Force One.
You know, shit like that.
Boom, boom, pop.
Yeah. Without the drum, without that drum ending, but
Yeah.
that's kind of a rock.
Oh no, I do like this song though. I think it's like this is one of the better songs on here. I'll say that. One of the better new songs. I mean, obviously, like you ain't fucking with Great Show and Jacob's Word. Like, there's no song on here that's better than either of those. But this song is up there. I think
It's cool.
one of the better ones. This part's funny. They just named random monsters. I'm a goblin.
Goblin. I mean, it's cool. They've never used Goblin in anything, I don't think, right?
Yeah. No.
Like, it's never been in lore of ICP.
No.
But you would look at, like, a Dark Carnival and all the, like, fucking funky, weird-looking clowns coming out. Like, they could almost be just goblins.
Yeah, for sure. It's a good point.
You know? Or trolls and goblins and gremlins and... basically just look like gore.
All right, so this song is "Fuck My Dad," Richard Bruce. All right,
I don't like it.
I hate this fucking song.
Yeah, I don't like it.
This song sucks, bro. I get it. I get it.
Like shit like The Monster. What was it? The Monster?
Yes.
Last week
Yes.
on
Outtakes.
Outtakes. Like that one I can get behind. But like, I don't know.
This one's just so like specific and on the nose.
It's taking you to
Fuck my dad beat. We get it. Like, I don't know, man. It's just, to me, it's just too on the nose. Like, you should have made like, I don't know. You should have made it more about like the feelings of it rather
Well,
than
yeah,
like,
they did that through their entire career.
Yeah.
You know, Ninja, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go home to my drunk pops.
Yeah, you're right.
And he's hitting my mom, but that shit stops.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
shit
way more
like-
effective than a single line on this
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
You're right. They've been injecting and weaving that shit in there this whole time.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden we get a whole song, like a mediocre song about like a very specific,
Like, I get the sentiment. I'm glad they got out of their system. And I think the song sounds fine enough, but I don't give a fuck about this song.
Is there a video to this, Gage?
Let's see.
I never knew that if there was. I would much rather than pick actual videos from that Joker's card of the time to, to produce rather than.
Yeah, why is there so many videos of Forgotten Freshness songs? What the
Yeah.
fuck? Yeah, it does. There is a video for it. What the fuck, man? Let's check it out.
Oh man.
Sorry, the words are gonna be backwards. That's my counteraction. My counteraction to the getting around the YouTube algorithm. All right, let's see. Let me skim through this. God damn, it's 43 seconds in. We just got Light walking in a field. But this is about Jane jumps at his dad.
Yes, but when they making progress towards supplying or providing the help, and you just watch a one way take it straight riding to hell. You fucking dealt with what you was handed left on the.
I don't think this is it.
This says "Fuck My Dad," Richard Bruce, right there. This is obviously a remix. All right, Light. You can spit. We get it. You're unnecessary on this song, though, bro. Look at Jay with no makeup just being here. Must be their sister.
I would just start punching you in your face until your teeth caved in. Just out of respect.
What the fuck?
Dear dead, beat dead. Suck a fat dick, coward. We turned out dangerous.
Jay looks good in this video, though. Not hit.
But man, I mean, okay, I get it. Like, you had to say this. You and the kids got together to say "fuck Dad," but like, put this effort into like a Joker's card video.
I know it's laughable that they the time and effort put into this fucking track, bro. Give me a goddamn break with
And
this.
how many views does this have?
Oh fuck, let's see. 586,000. Was it worth it for your 500,000 views?
I mean, if it was a Joker's card video, it would have got a couple million.
Yeah. And this video was released like around Father's Day, I think, or even on Father's Day maybe that year, 2017. And then they got a bunch of juggalos to be in the video. Hey, I imagine the call for that video. Hey, juggalos, do you fucking hate your dad? Come be in our video.
I'll tell you what,
I mean, this is specifically my dad. Be in my
Yeah, I've done the same thing. I've wrote stuff and wrote songs about the stepfather experience and the bad dad experience, but like,
course.
it was never something I really cared to like touch on, like later in my life. Maybe when
Yeah.
you're younger,
Sure.
but
And
like I've also have grown to be able to forgive,
Sure.
because no matter how fucked up you may have felt when you were a kid, what your dad did to you, like you weren't in the mind state to understand what he was going through at that time.
Yeah.
And have they even got you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I get it, dude.
People
It's
change.
nuanced. It's not when
Yeah,
you're
I
45
don't
years
know.
old, which he literally was.
Yeah.
When you're 45 years old, like that's unnecessary.
I mean, it might be appealing to the younger crowd, that kind of song, but it's like there's
ICP
also
there's plenty of ICP songs that are gonna scratch that itch.
yeah, but there's also and exactly, and like to really like go in depth, like there's an importance of a father figure in a household. If you got a household, you need some sort of father figure
Yeah. Sure.
for a kid to really get that kind of side of life ingrained into them, and that just goes more into like slandering the father figure of a household.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't
Like, why
know.
contribute to that? Let's just you could just settle that shit on your own time.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
But if that's what they needed to do, I mean, good.
I don't know why my echo's going off over there. Echo, stop. This song. So let's see what it says. This one crazy. This is about. Oh, by the way, Kuma did the production on Fuck My Dad. Let's see.
This song I like.
This song's dope. This is one of the better ones on here.
I'm not gonna lie. I like this song a lot. It's just got a fun. Like I can imagine a carnival, like a bunch of lights. Like there's a tent. There's like a game show or something fun happening, and like you hear this music.
Oh yeah, man. It does sound like a game show. That's a good call out. Mikey Clark on the beat. This is Mighty Death Pop era song that got left off of Mighty Death Pop. Has Twisted on it. This song's dope, man. This is probably one of the last ICP and Twisted songs.
Yeah, we could have lost Dog the Bounty Hunter and put this one on there too.
Yeah, dude.
I would have way rather had this one.
And they make like a lot of cool like references. Like this song could have been like, this song's interesting. It could be a clowny kicker. It could also be a closer. You know?
Nobody man says hard skip on this.
Oh,
That's
man.
fine. I mean, I can understand. I get it. It's definitely not.
It's just a fun, light,
Yeah.
like lighthearted, you know.
But I think this just fits. It would fit a little bit more. Because to me, that Dog the Bounty Hunter is the same thing as the Dad song. It's too nuanced, and it's just like
Too specific.
it takes you out of the flow of the Joker's card. As to where I think this being near the end would still kind of keep you into that flow.
Yeah.
Monoxide sounds dope.
Yeah. Yeah, where
Jamie comes in and ruins it.
yeah. But even the beat changing right here is kind of cool.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here, nobody, man. He's like Kuma sucks.
Wow.
Fuck off. He's trolling, bro.
Kuma sucks, huh?
He's trolling.
I like right here where it changes. You got that organ kind of the
That song's fun, man. I like
Yeah,
it.
it's
This would be a
fun.
cool like song to throw Fago to at a concert. You know,
yeah, I like
I can imagine everybody on stage throwing.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a goofy, fun song, man. I like this kind of shit. I wish they did this kind of shit more often.
It's positive, you know, it's got that uplifting feel.
And they're not taking themselves too seriously on it. You know, it's obvious. Someone's gonna die.
Kuma for the 6th, Kuma for the 12th, Kuma for the 4 other 6. For the other 6. Yeah.
Yeah,
man,
Kuma
Cage.
for all of it. Kuma for everything. The song's called Somebody's Gonna Die.
This is an interesting because in the liner notes of this album it says whoever's writing in the liner notes say, "Oh, this sounds like it's from Bizarre era, we think."
Yeah, it says that on here.
The liner notes in the actual album, they say, "Oh, this is from the Bizarre era, we think, but we don't know for sure. You Juggalos could tell us if not. You know us better than we know ourselves." That's what the liner notes say. And I'm telling you right now, yeah, this is not from the fucking Bizarre era.
Yeah, this is old shit. Let's just listen to Jay's voice.
Yeah, I mean, like, Jay was way beyond sounding like this by the
This is
time
like
Bizarre came out.
Something like, I breathing in the smog. You know, whatever the fucking song. Like
this was 94, 95, 96. One of those years.
this is like. I mean, he reminds me of like Killing Fields or some shit. On
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
what I'm saying. Like, this could be Riddlebox era.
Oh, by the way, I want to mention this. I didn't read this before. On Get Geeked, it said they met MC Hammer backstage, and they agreed to do a song with him. He agreed. They rushed to the studio to make a track, and Get Geeked was the outcome. And then they said he never responded though, and after a month they gave up, and instead asked Twisted to hop on it. The song surfaced on the very rare American Psycho tour exclusive EP, and it's called Major Hype. Since then, it's now time for. Okay, I thought that was interesting.
That's pretty cool.
I would have loved to hear Hammer on an ICP
I can't
song.
believe NC Hammer fucking gave him the runaround.
That'd have been cool. This song's dope though. I like the vibe.
Yeah.
Jay's voice is fucking great.
Yeah, you guys know Kuma means female bear, right? No, I didn't know that, but
I don't care.
if that's what it means.
Yeah, I mean, I know Kuma's little logo is like a little grizzly bear, so.
DC says he always felt like Riddlebox. I'm assuming this song. Yeah, to me, Like, yeah, you said it perfectly. This, like, his voice and tone right here sounds exactly like Killing Fields.
Yes. He it says they can't tell you much about it. It says Jay's definitely spitting an unusual rap style. I don't think it's that unusual.
This is Jay. This is how Jay sounded during.
I know.
They don't remember their own eras, bro. They
dude.
don't.
And then it's hilarious because Shaggy sounds great in the hooks, and then it says it sounds kind of bizarre-ish, maybe with a question mark. And that got printed on the fucking liner notes.
Bizarre. Where? How do you get bizarre out of this? Sounds nothing.
I know.
Nothing like bizarre.
That's wild. And then I love that it says ICP and Mikey Clark sure as hell don't. Maybe you're one of those ninjas who know ICP better than themselves, and after hearing, you could tell us something about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure,
Well,
bro.
we're telling you right now, it's not bizarre.
This song's great though. Let me rephrase it. I don't think it's great. I think it's a great find. I want more shit like this popping out on these Forgotten Freshnesses, you know? This kind of shit's fascinating.
They got to be tapped out with this kind of shit by now.
like just lost songs.
Yeah.
How many could they possibly have?
There can't be that many more.
I mean, like I thought they were tapped out like when they were bringing out like Dear ICP and shit, you know? Then they had another. This was several years later.
Yeah.
But this song's dope, bro. I think it's sweet. It's a very chill, cool vibe. I can see why it got left, not on.
Yeah.
Riddle. This wouldn't have fit on Riddle Box.
No.
It
almost
maybe
has
Tunnel of Love.
It almost has like an inner city posse feel, like kind of
like a ghetto zone kind of.
ghetto zone. Like they're not really
Like a raw.
they're not really like in character too much.
Yeah, that's a good call out.
They're not
I think
like-
this could have fit on Tunnel of Love. I think just the
Maybe.
smoothness of it.
Yeah, maybe.
I like it though. I like the vibe.
It ain't.
It's
yeah.
a chill weed smoking song.
Yeah.
All right, so the next one's "I'm an Alien" with Project Pat.
Nobody man said pass, and it fits nowhere. I kind of agree. I kind of agree.
Fits here.
Yeah.
So let's see. Music written, produced, played, and recorded by Digital. Don't know what that means.
I don't really like this one. I'm cool on it. I'm good. To me, this is obnoxious. This is an obnoxious song.
I'm reading about it. It is obnoxious. This is really funny. Hold on, I'm gonna read this because I didn't read this earlier. Hold on, let me turn this down a little bit. I'm turning this down because this song sucks.
ICP did mad crack before making these liner notes. Yeah.
So before making the liner notes, the liner notes are hilarious. Jay had to have written these himself, without a doubt. It says this song came as a mystery. We got a strange email from somebody who works with Project Pat, or perhaps it was Project Pat himself, but it was just an MP3 of the song entitled "Project Pat with ICP." we assume this was their way of asking ICP to get on a song with him. So the clowns laced it up and sent it back to the address. We also sent several more emails to the address to see if they liked the song, but got no response. So then we called Project Pat's older brother, Juicy J of 36, and asked for Pat's phone number. He gave it to us and we called several times and never heard back from anybody. This was now more than 2 years ago. We Googled the song and saw it's never been released, so we decided to say fuck it. Maybe he wouldn't mind us putting it out on Forgotten Freshness 5. If we get sued, well, that just sucks, I guess. Get in line.
Wow. That's fucking great.
That's so strange, man.
Yeah.
That's hilarious, though.
I mean, it's not that good of a song. He probably said fuck it.
Yeah, this song sucks balls, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the idea of ICP and Project Pat.
Sure.
And I'm sure it could have been, like, with some changes, this song could be a little better.
Of course.
But, like, this is just not an ICP beat. They sound way off.
It's just like, yeah.
I mean, it's funny. This is stepping down on what ICP can do. It's like, this is not that good.
Nobody man really actually likes this shit. He's like going off in the comments because we don't like it. What a fool.
I mean, there's way better ICP and 3-6 songs.
Just Another Crazy Click is classic, bro.
I mean-
Dude, that song, I was just listening to Flip the Rat in the car. Which, by the way, I've listened to that more than I have this album this past week. But that song, A Face for Fighting, with it's the first song on Flip the Rat. Dope as fuck. And Juicy J, whoever the fuck's on it, sounds dope.
Yeah.
I'm sure they did the production on it.
I'm not listening to that shit any day over this garbage, bro.
Dude, I like 3-6 in their style of music. I do like it, and I like the idea of the mixing. But this song is just lackluster.
I wonder if Rone likes this song. Oh, Shaggy
Maybe.
sounds cool on here.
Well, he actually did it right. Jay didn't do it
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Shaggy's killing it. All right. This song sucks though. It's a skipper. I could care less if I ever hear the song again.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
I don't hate the idea. I just think the song fell flat. It's flat. It doesn't have anything to it.
Oh, DJ Paul. Thank you, Max Rebo. Yes, that's who was on a Face for Fighting. First Juggalo Gathering commercial. It's cool. I mean, it's.
Free tattoo.
I know. It's interesting they put that on the commercial.
I've never liked the idea of free tattoo. I'm good, man. I'm good.
And people wait in line all day for that shit, too.
I'm fucking good.
And then sleep in their dirty ass tent. I mean, this ad's fine. It probably got the job done back then. I mean, that's whatever. Right? It's a weird thing to throw. It's only a minute long, so I can't say don't put it on here, but it's whatever. Rudy at the end. Oh, here's what I think about Alien. Forgot about that sound effect. You can even do this one. All right, this song's called I Can't Wait. Did we even comment? Oh, we haven't got there. Yeah, hold up. Never mind. All right, so this is Mikey Clark. Additional vocals by Legs Diamond, Lil Pig, and Joey V, whoever that is. It says this song kind of sucks. You just might have a different opinion of it, though. It's very possible you might actually like it. I mean, there ain't nothing actually wrong with it, but Shaggy and Jay just think it plain old sucks. It's supposed to be a high-impact, high-speed mosh pit-inducing song about not being afraid to die, but somewhere between the many sound effects and everything else going on, it just kind of lost its way. This song has never seen the light of day until now. It was originally meant to be on the Mighty Death Pop, but was scrapped like the piece of poop it probably is. Hopefully somebody out there will enjoy it, and that's the very reason we put it on Forgotten Freshness.
I wouldn't say this is a mosh song.
No, and
Not at all.
They obviously thought so too. Like
I like this song. It's fine. It's got a nice little upbeat kind of party feel to it, but not a mosh song by any means. This is to me. This reminds me more of like a skater song or some shit.
yeah, it's like a punk vibe.
Yeah.
If they were going for a mosh song and this is what they came out with, I could see them being disappointed. But for what it's worth, I think the song is fine.
Yeah, it's not horrible by any means.
I might skip it. It might be a skipper, but I'll give it the time of day, and I don't hate it. Let's say that.
I don't mind it.
It's all
Got
right.
a kind of cool little 90s rock punk
Yeah.
vibe, you know.
And it's only 2 minutes long, so it's whatever. Justin Manning, he's doing a job interview tomorrow. Wants to know what he wears for a Zoom interview. I did do one Zoom interview. I just wore like I think I had like a polo. I just wore a polo. Keep it cash, man. Depends on what kind of job it's for, I guess.
Don't wear any pants, man, and accidentally stand up.
Yep. There you go. Wear ICP paint.
Wear Barkle Brothers shirt.
Dude, beautiful answer.
Barkle Brothers shirt.
This song is Man Cow Made Us. This song's fucking dope.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's the same kind of like the same
made us rich and famous.
This song's got the same it's got the carnival music, it's got the vibe of ICP, it's got 98 written all over it, you know, and it's way better than the Howard Stern song.
Yeah. But this is a diss, isn't it? A Man Cow diss?
No, this song they even say it on here. I won't read it because it's a 2-paragraph song, but he says, I read this earlier, he said that they were giving him mad love,
he said they went on the show and Mancow played it all the time and loved ICP.
Yeah.
They said then they started doing the Wicked Clowns from Outer Space tour and they had to miss a couple appearances and then Mancow started dissing them,
Oh God, yeah.
which kind of sucks. But this song's tight as fuck. Like I think it's fun to listen to. I know every word to this song and I forgot where I heard it. Where did they first put this song out? Because I know every word to it.
I don't remember.
It's weird.
This had to have been on a Pendulum too,
But
probably.
I got
right?
$1 million and you don't. I don't even make sense when I rap. Squirrel, how you like that? Dude, I love all that shit.
Yep.
Oh,
He said He said I would hire somebody in a Parker Brothers shirt.
oh, nobody said he ordered the Barker Brothers hoodie. Hell yeah, bro! I'm looking forward.
Yeah, dude.
Looking forward to hearing seeing how it looks. Those are coming from Germany, so it might take a minute.
I wanted to buy one to see how and do a review of it on here, but
Yeah,
I
bro,
just
send us some
haven't-
pics.
Haven't got around to it.
Hell yeah, bro! He's gonna wear
The socks are dope though.
He's gonna wear. Yo, the socks are great. He said he's gonna wear a navy blue suit. Can't go wrong, bro. I think you'll look good.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Can't go wrong with
I mean,
navy.
I think
navy blue demands respect.
yeah, it's not normal. You're kind of like I'm the boss.
Yeah.
Pay attention to me.
Navy
motherfucker.
blue is a very structured color. You know,
It's like I'm taking a risk, but I'm
Yeah.
okay with it.
and it shows you that you're well put together.
Yeah, man,
So yeah,
go for it.
I like that.
He says for an IT hospital software job. Yeah, that. You'll look good, bro. You'll get it.
Mm-hmm.
This song is Mountain Girl. This is the one they made with Jack White. Well, the second one they made. They did Lick Mine Arse or whatever, and they did this song also. This is the B-side. It said the story on this one's actually funny. By the way, look at the production notes on this song. It's literally like 20 people.
Yeah, I don't like this song.
He said, this is the B-side to Lick Mine Arse, and Shaggy did it at Jack White's studio in Nashville. All of the equipment was vintage stuff worth millions. And for some reason, Jack had about 25 different types of vintage microphones all bundled together for Jay and Shaggy to rap into. 25 mics later, and the vocals still came out muffled sounding, in our opinion. But they had a blast working with the uber famous rock star, and they wouldn't trade it for anything in the world, except maybe sex with Beyonce.
What the fuck?
I think this song's cool. Like, I mean, it's
I just
fine.
don't like ICP and like. I don't mind like a country little sample in there,
Yeah.
but like this is like an entire like country beat.
This is kind of like what's the song that was on Found? The one where he tells a story about the crackhead hooker. What the fuck? Why am I blanking on the name of that
Grandeur.
song? Delusion of the
Yeah.
Grandeur. It's just like that. to
Yeah,
me.
but I think that one's a little bit better.
And this is like the other one that was on maybe one of those Mighty Death Pop albums. You'll have to help me, Juggalos. I'm forgetting. The one where he talks about like Shugston Brooks 98 or whatever this fucking song was.
I don't
Remember
know.
that song?
On Death Pop,
What song was that on?
I don't know.
Might have been on Forgotten Freshness 4. I don't remember. Shugston Brooks or whatever. It's just like it's all in that same shit. Like I like that kind of shit, man. I would never say this song was like as good as either of the songs I just mentioned, but it's in the same vein. It's fun. It's cool. He's telling a fun like country time story about a girl that he was in love with or some shit. It's goofy.
It's interesting that Jay's mom, from what I heard, actually got Mr. White his big break,
Yeah.
and then hooked, and say, "Hey, my son raps. Can you do a song with him?"
Yeah, that is really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody Jay's mom for the six. See?
Yeah, you're right, James. Gangsta Codes too. Yeah, that too. It's in the same vein. I don't know what it is. That kind of shit. Like I really like that kind of shit. But it was Shugston Brooks 59 to 2004 outtake from Mighty Death Pop. Well, I think we did go on record saying we both liked that song, by the way. All right, so this song, these last two songs, it says were on the. They gave it out as in 2005 a free CD to every ninja who came to the gathering.
I remember this one. I had this single.
You do?
Yeah.
It's Going Down and Party in the Woods.
Yep.
This hook is fine, or this little intro is fine.
I never liked it. I remember when I first got this, I didn't like it, and I still don't really like it that much.
Like, you don't like this little intro?
I don't like this song or this intro or any of this shit.
I think as an intro, it's fine. Like,
I think there was a Twisted song on that single they
Yeah,
released that was all right.
it said they were
had 5 songs, had a track from Twisted Blaze, ABK, and an intro and song from ICP.
I think the Twisted song was the best one
Okay.
on that because I remember I've listened to that.
I wonder what else was on it.
Yeah.
What the songs were, at least. At the gathering, here we are again doing our thing.
I know.
That's corny.
It was really fucking. I remember that when this came out, though, I
Um,
was really like, God, this is trash. I don't hate it completely now, but
The song's called "Party in the Woods." Like I like this. Like this song just immediately reminded me of that song where they're like, "I like playing in the woods at night."
yeah,
bugs
that
and
song's
sp-
good.
Just me and the moon.
That song's good.
That song was sweet.
I
This
like that
song,
one.
this
This-
song is a whack version of that song.
Yes.
But this song's more about being at the gathering.
Yeah.
I see what they're doing. They wanted to make like a gathering song, but haven't they already done that? Didn't they make another gathering song?
Yeah. I think gatherings. I think ICP songs you heard during the era of that gathering fit better as a gathering song than an actual gathering song made for that era.
Okay. Yeah, I feel.
Like
I feel you.
Gathering 2003. What was released during that gathering was Wizard of the Hood.
Yeah.
And I remember that standing out as
bumping
the
at the campsites.
Yeah, that was like the gathering soundtrack for that era and that year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
and it's
feel it.
way more effective than an actual gathering song. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with you.
I mean, that's what I would think about it.
Let's see. First.
And then for Gathering 2002, I remember
Riding Dirty.
Riding Dirty and the 10 year anniversary album.
Hatchet History.
Hatchet History, yeah.
Was that 2002?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And then I think I even remember Tales.
Yeah, that would have been 01.
01.
Yeah, I think so. That was
Yeah.
Toledo.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that year Tales was like the big thing. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
like what it was the big release that
I get
came
it.
out is what
But the reason we're remembering that is because it's true, though. And,
Yeah.
that's 20 fucking years ago. We're
I don't
remembering.
I just don't remember. I would never remember this song.
Yeah, this
Gathering.
song's-
What year was it?
This song fucking sucks. It's it's lame and shitty. It's
Yeah.
them trying too hard to like make that song, and it's
Nobody man. We totally love opposite
I know,
songs.
man.
Sorry, nobody man. I mean,
Hatchet History is fire. We do agree on that. I mean, we didn't give that album its due diligence, but let's keep it real. Like we've already talked about all those songs, you know, except for It's Time, which I think we did mention that song was sweet at the time. Anyway.
well, nobody man. Are you saying that you like this song a lot? I mean,
I think he is. He's saying we like opposite songs, so whatever. Second decker, Gage Von Wild called him a second.
second decker.
Double deckers, I like that.
I mean, we are Deck One Del, man. We are going to be more akin to the old sounding stuff.
yeah, it's not like it's not on purpose. It's just how it fucking goes, bro. I do kind of agree. This Forgotten Freshness 5 is one of the weakest Forgotten Freshnesses. I mean, they progressively just get worse. 3,
Yeah.
like 1 and 2 are classics. 3 has some bangers. 4's got a couple less.
I like 3 solidly, almost all the way through.
I remember going
really-
back, we did like it.
I do like 3 a lot.
4's got a few bangers. 5's got even fucking less.
Yeah.
I've only listened to 6 once or twice, and I don't remember any of it. And then even the featuring Freshness, I don't remember a single song on it, but I think it's mostly shit we've heard before too. So I think there was a secret song at the end here, little interlude. Oh, it's a little Fago commercial. I like this.
Six is by far worse. The worst. Yeah, I have never listened to it, so I don't know. Isn't it worth like $100 now?
Yeah. Hey, if anybody has an extra Forgotten Freshness 6 and wants to send it to us for free or sell it to us, please hit me up. deck1del@gmail.com.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, that's the end of this album. I just figured I'd give it its due diligence here.
6 is well. DC saying 6 is pretty garbage, and I agree with mostly a lot of what he says. So, I mean, do we have to do that one?
I think we have to. Dude.
God damn it!
What do you think next week? Do you want to do?
He said he paid 40 for it. Okay.
Oh, nice.
40 for it at the gathering.
Oof.
Okay.
Hopefully they have it available at the gathering. I'd buy a copy.
Yeah, I mean, we will do 6. I'm not necessarily looking forward to it, but we kind of have to, right?
Yeah.
But would you rather? We technically skipped featuring Freshness. They came out before this album.
I mean, is featuring Freshness a thing? Should we? Is it mandatory?
Would you guys like us to do featuring Freshness? I mean, I feel like we should. We haven't. I mean, we're doing everything else. Why wouldn't we?
I mean, it'll be a change of pace. That way we can hear other rappers.
That's true.
For
Let's see what's on it. Just out of curiosity. It's a 2-hour album because it's a double album, so it'd be a doozy. But oh yeah, look, the first album is all like non-ICP songs that they're just on. Maybe like look, Lady and the Jaguar. That was a Boondock song. Then Put It Down, which that's Blaze. ICP wasn't on that song, were they?
I don't know.
Huh, okay, they got some interesting stuff. And then Disc 2's got
Nobody Man says please do it.
All
All right, we'll do it.
That's one person said do it. All right, that's it, bro.
All it takes is one, man.
If one of you want to hear us talk about it for
Dude.
an hour and a half or 2.
Nobody Man, you run the show now. You tell us what to do.
Please. Do you want us to like listen to it in full or skim through it? Please. We're waiting.
We're gonna have to skim through it. There's no way we're gonna be able to do a 2-hour fucking album.
I know. Yeah, we'll skim. I mean,
You
because a
know?
lot of it'll be shit we've probably talked about anyways, so it'll be an easy one. Ooh, watching Big Money Hustlers. That's a great one. I would love to do that with you guys. We should definitely do
That'd
that.
be really cool. I thought of that.
We should do that. I mean, we'll definitely get kicked off of YouTube.
Well, I mean, we don't have to like.
We'll zoom in and try our tricks and see if it works.
We don't have to. We can just commentate on it. We don't have to show it.
Well, that's true.
We can maybe show it here and there, like when there's a like when there's a specific scene, we can pop it in and show it. But
Maybe.
we don't have to show it the entire time.
Yeah, that may be fun. And yeah, we can. I think it'd be fun to do more shit like that. And you know
Yeah.
what? Y'all can join us over on Discord, by the way, too. Check out the link on. We have it on our link tree and deck1delt.com. My point is, you can actually watch shit together on stuff like that. That might be fun.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about getting copyrighted and shit.
Yeah,
so
fuck yeah.
even if we just do fun stuff like that once in a while, it might be
Yeah.
fun.
It's hard doing this YouTube shit nowadays, reviewing stuff.
I know,
man.
man.
Like it's fucking YouTube. YouTube is a fucking joke anymore.
I mean, we'll
man.
keep doing it for now, and then eventually, when we get to the point where we can start monetizing, it'll be a bigger issue. But for now, I mean, we'll just keep having it and having fun and trying not to get our shit taken off. That's our main thing, man. But
Yeah.
we just want to be, we just want to keep making shit for y'all to listen to and watch and be part of. You know,
I mean, even if we do get to a point where we can monetize shit, I don't, as long as it's not taken completely off YouTube, so people can
Right.
view it. That's all I care.
same,
about.
man, same.
You know,
I'm
like
with you.
I'm fine, man. I got a job. I fucking, I can support. We can do this. We can continue to do this. And not even, you know what I mean? Not worry about most of the shit that most YouTubers worry about, right?
Yeah.
I mean, most YouTubers we're not trying to do this for our fucking job.
No, of course not. This is for fun, man.
This is
We're
for
having a good
fun.
time.
We're not trying to get paid off this shit. We want to put some stuff out there. And in
We're
order
trying to get paid off of this shit. Barker Brothers socks available now. Deck1delt.com/shop.
we have, you know what I mean? I mean, we have to kind of charge for that. There's no other way to really. I mean, we're not going to buy a t-shirt press and send them out for free to everybody. But
Yeah, we ain't balling like that. One day,
but
someday, man.
maybe
Once
maybe
our
one day.
dude, when our podcast is bigger than ICP,
We'll do it
themselves,
live and have a shirt cannon and we'll just shoot it
Of course, when we're having
like
gathering,
a hockey game.
when we're having gathering of the Decalos,
Gathering of the Decalos.
and
That's great.
ICP's performing at our festival, then yeah, we'll talk. All right.
When ICP's like beyond retired.
Justin asked how much for the hand.
How much for the hand?
You get that at Hobby Lobby for what? About $24.99.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. More than what it's worth. I don't know. It's decent wood. Now, if you're an artist, guys, I don't know if you're an artist, but get one of these. It will help you with hands a hell of a lot better. Because I'm left-handed, I sit there and, like, when I'm drawing, I'll have to look at my hand a lot of times.
Did you use that for inspiration for the Barkle Brothers hands?
No, those are cartoon hands. Those are easier
No, okay.
when you're trying to draw, like,
But you still had
realistic.
to figure out the proportions and make sure it was in front and shit.
Oh, there's easy methods to do cartoon hands.
Okay.
You just circles and tubes,
Oh, okay.
and then you can just when you're trying to draw like fingernails and knuckle lines and like wrinkles in a hand and shit like that, it gets a little harder.
Okay.
But yeah,
All right. I don't know shit.
Marco Brothers.
Deck1delt.com/shop. Check it out right now. Here. Let's we can do this. Wow.
Oh yeah, man. Not too far till next month too, and we'll be dropping another one.
get you some. Yeah. All right, let's quit dragging this out. What do you want to do next week? Featuring Freshness? You gonna call it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Featuring Freshness next week. We will catch y'all later. Thanks for joining us. Hit up jackwanadult.com. Join our Discord and whatever else we have. And that's it. Let's shuffle the fuck up on out of here.
Slide it back into the town.
All right, we'll see y'all next time on Jack One Dealt. Peace. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, Rone.